So N8N came up with some new pre-built agents. These are the template agents that you can use in order to build your automations. We're just going to go through all of them and see if they're any good or not. I'm going to run some of them, and for some of them, I'm just going to go through fast just to onboard you on exactly how they look like and how they can benefit you. So let me share my screen and exactly look at the first template. So if you can see right now, this is the first template when chat messages are received. So we're going to build this agent and we're going to check it. If you look there, there's a pre-built agent that you can click. Then we have got voice assistant agent. If you click on this, right now they're going to build out a whole agent for us. Okay, so this is built using Telegram voice AI assistant here, which is excellent because Telegram is really good in order to receive all of these voice messages. So personal AI assistant in Telegram handling both text and voice messages and can access your Google Calendar. So with voice, you're completely controlling. You can configure credentials in Telegram models and then you've got next steps where try giving agent more details, and then yeah, we can give more details. Then we've got a check, an if clause, which is to check if this is an audio file or what exactly it is, as you can see. And if you have to set up this template, this is excellent. You can just set up an OpenAI account. You just need to connect to Telegram credentials. Once we go in there, you just can set it up, and then this whole automation is completely created. OpenAI is properly connected, and Google Calendar can also be connected here. We have a lot of videos on how to connect all of these together, which is super interesting. So then we've got get a file, transcribe audio. So you can see OpenAI is being used in order to transcribe all of this. And then you've got an assistant agent, which is just an AI agent where we are setting up a prompt, a user prompt, which is a text which is coming from previous instructions, and message which is also coming from previous instructions. So you can see that it's like these are different agents which are being set up with the system prompt, with the agent prompt. And inside this system prompt, we've got Telegram personal AI assistant prompt. This information is being saved. You're a helper personal assistant that communicates with users through Telegram. Super interesting. So really telling AI agent about the whole workflow and the template which is out there, and also specifies exactly email, context awareness, how to specify different time, and yeah, we've got all of these settings which are also in there. And now we are gonna try to check let's try to check other templates. Yeah, pre-built agents. We can look at the email triage agent. What exactly does it do? Yeah. So email triage agent automatically categorizes new unread read emails by analyzing their content and applying relevant labels using AI. Interesting. I could really use that. We've got something similar, but this is also good because yeah, then all my videos are all my emails that I'm getting, thousands of them, they could just be properly formatted and we could go through all of them. Not formatted, they're properly tagged. So yeah, you can just set up all of these templates, and then we've got obviously AI agent with a proper prompt, how we are configuring all of it. Configure this, categorize as email from, so okay, taking the address. So it's just telling it that, hey, just take all of this information from the email. As you can see, this is a template for the email, and then the AI model is going to be telling what it is, how it's going to categorize all of it. And then if you go in there at email categorization assistant, your task is to analyze emails and apply your appropriate labels to help organize. Perfect. You may access to two tools. Yeah, email labels are being accessed, and then you've got all of these instructions, and then you've got response format, all of that, which is in there. Super interesting. So yeah, AI model, which is simple. We've got a lot of videos on it, on how to build it if you want to build it, but it's also good to see that there's already a pre-built agents which are coming. We publish a lot of agents to N8N. Knowledge store agent. Okay, let's check what knowledge store agent is. So knowledge store, this is, yeah, looks interesting. File uploaded, as you can see, a chat-based AI agent, okay, to retrieve, analyze and answer questions using documents uploaded to Google Drive and stored in vector database. Okay, So this can answer based on all of the documents which you have on your Google Drive. Like I've got 2 terabytes of database data on my Google Drive. So it's super interesting that I can go and just properly talk to all of it. And if you want to set up this template, you just have to give your credentials for the Google Drive, and then you have to give embeddings because it's going to convert everything into a vector database, all of the data which is there. Be careful that it's not private data, because OpenAI is actually going to use all of your data to train their next models. We know how they go about doing all of these things. Then we've got trigger on file, waiting for from list. We've got file which is being uploaded. You can specify which files you're going to do it from, which folder, and any file which is there. Like we could say N8N test. Inside this we've got 5 random facts. I think it would be interesting to see if those are saved. So these random facts, as you can see, N8N test is connected. We're gonna go for this specific folder which is N8N test. And then let's go here and let's write what are the content of file. Control copy V. What are the content of file, and then I execute this, and then it is running this whole model and just getting all of this information, not executed properly. We've got the content of the large consists of, you could see this is exactly what is inside the sheet. So this whole random facts are actually pushed to N8N, and they're saved as embeddings, and then you can talk to them, and then you can ask any questions, which is really powerful. You can sell this to businesses. This is like ChatGPT on your data. They're gonna love it. A lot of big companies which are out there specifically in this niche. I know many startups, like hundreds of YC startups, are also doing it. So now we are on the next one, task management agent, which we've got here, a chat-based task management assistant that helps you to create, update, and delete tasks in Google Sheets. So this is interesting. So this can update everything update specific tasks in Google Sheet, as you could say. Setup template, OpenAI template, Google Sheet template. Amazing. Chat-based task management assistant that helps you to create, view, update, and delete tasks in a Google Sheet spreadsheet. Set up, configure, credentials, definitely. And they've also given an example sheet, so it's going to follow the specific format. And then open the chat and start talking to your agent. And then there you're specifying and telling this AI agent if it should actually get tasks, create tasks, update tasks, all of that information. And then we are going in there and we've got different system prompts, task management, your helpful task assistant that helps users organize their tasks. Using a Google Sheet database, you can create via your capabilities, all mentioned. And then your data structure, so it's specified in a specific format, and then you've got important rules here, and then you've got task creation, task updates, all of that information, and then we've got also task deletion. All of these steps are specified, and then AI is going to figure out itself very properly which one does it want to, what does it want to do. Always prioritize data security and all of that, and accuracy. That's always like proper prompting that you want to do. At the end of the day, you want to get very good at that. Get tasks, we've got from list, so we are specifying from which list are we getting it. And then if you look at the example sheet, it's like task, status, description, deadline. So this is proper CRM kind of task, or let's say project management for your team. All of the tasks which are there, this is actually excellent. I can use it for all my team, because it's really stressful just creating all the time, manually going out there and creating tasks for my team. As you can see, from list, test task, this is the name of the document, sheet 1, which we've specified, and then inside that sheet we are creating everything. What tasks? So we're just gonna talk to it. What tasks do I have? And then it's gonna specify all the tasks which is there. It's gonna look for all the tasks which are out there. So to do description, deadline, and then it's just gonna tell me this one task that I have. If we just get more space, to do description, organize the quarterly team meetings, and set the agenda. It just tells all this information. Imagine you could do this for all of your whole company. in with proper users. Add a new task to wash my car by August. So this is we copy paste this, and then you can see that this is gonna create a new task. I'll add a new task for you to wash your car. Would you like to include any specific description for this task? Yes, proceed. It's creating the task model. And then we go in there and look at this. This whole task is created. You can just manage your whole company using this. This is so interesting because this is so useful for me because I've got a lot of team members and it's really hard to manage all of them and always creating tickets in Asana. Maybe I could just start using chatting and sorting all of this out. Now we are going to look at the joke agent. This is a joke agent. Let's see what it is. Maybe it sounds like it's something funny which has been created, which we could also use for our use case. So we've got Joke API. We've got a chat-based joke agent that uses the Joke API and an AI model to deliver fun, personalized jokes and keeps conversation entertaining. Okay, that's good. And then we've got this, we've got setup template. When we want to set up template, we just click on OpenAI chat model. We can just select this chat model. We've got this here. Tell me a joke. Okay, let's see if it tells me a joke. Joke API, it's running the API request. There's a model, the Jake agent is there. And then, hey, coming right up, here's a good one. Why did the scarecrow winner? Because he was outstanding in this field. Haha, very funny. That was funny. ChatGPT is not that good with jokes, as we could say. You're a fun and entertaining joke bot that brings laughter. No laughter was brought to me though. But yeah, this is the whole prompt which is already there. Maybe you could prompt it better because I'm sure ChatGPT understands. It's trained on all the comedians who are up there. This agent. Oh, actually, it's using this joke API. So maybe it's the API is not that good. Maybe it is just always making those calls. So yeah, these were all of the agents which were there. And production checklist, setup error checklist. So these are you can just also set up different error checklists for different agents which we've got out there. So that's super interesting. I feel like these are really useful if they're coming up with pre-built templates because N8N has really a lot of information on exactly what's working and what's not working. So they could always, they have a lot of information on what templates business need a lot. That's why they're coming up with these pre-built templates. These are good because at the end of the day, a lot of basic things you don't want to do. ChatGPT N8N is also going to have obviously chat to automations. That's also interesting. We're going to be building on that. And my next video is going to be on that so that we could check out how chat to N8N agent actually works like. And yeah, super interesting. I hope you liked it. And like and subscribe. And I'm going to keep you updated on everything about AI automation, AI agents. And this is the best platform on this planet Earth to learn anything, to build your agency, implementing AI for businesses, because we just know everything in detail here, and I'm going to bring all of that to you. Like and subscribe.